Hey guys, how you doing? How are you? This is Coach Caesar from Villarreal, Houston. We are live right now from Mexico City, the beautiful city of uh, Mexico City here in Mexico. We've been here since Sunday, and then we've been actually having a full immersion in the academy with all our academy players that came to this trip, right? So we do have in the back our 2012-13, our training. You may hear Coach Marco in there as well. Coach Marco, let me move the microphone, put it right here in the middle. It is working with them. In the back, we do have our 2015 and also our 2017-18 players. And then also on this side, on the other side, you won't see the field. We do have our 09s and 10s. So we brought a total of about 20 players this time here to Mexico City, and it's been a full immersion program with the academy here in Mexico City. So we're having absolutely a great time. So you may see us going in and out. We're going to interview some of the players. We also have our director for the Mexican Academy here. You will see him in a little bit. That's Israel. He's going to talk to us, of course, in Spanish about what they're doing here in the academy in Mexico City. But with that said, I'm going to start bringing some of the players so they can tell you a little bit about what their experiences here in Mexico City, okay, and everything that is going on. So, okay, so Coach Jennifer is talking to me right there. So she's gonna bring me a couple. Start bringing me two players if you want. Choose whichever one you wanna. Yeah, she's gonna bring two players that have been with us the whole week. So for you to know, we arrived on Saturday, right? So we're here on Saturday, and we spent the day in the pyramids. A beautiful experience. We rented a bus, and we all went to the pyramids of Teotihuacan. I believe that's the proper way to say it. And then the kids had a cultural visit on Saturday. Then also we went to Lucha Libre, and it's a UFC, the Mexican UFC version. And it's one of the best things that you can ever see. Doesn't even compare to the American version. I'm sorry, and it's really a lot of fun. So, and then our training started actually on Monday. Monday we started all our training. We had training sessions in the morning, and we go to the training sessions in the mornings, and then we do the training sessions in the afternoon. And the afternoon is a full immersion, as you can see in the back. We do have all our players here from Mexico City, right, from the Academy of Mexico City, and our players are incorporated into their academy training, right? And it's great because you get not only to experience the football, the soccer, as we call it, but also the cultural portion, right? So the cultural portion of being with kids that speak another language are completely different. They love soccer as our kids do, okay? So Jennifer is bringing me two players that they've been with the academy. Let me see. Let me have George first. George, come here, and then Mike. Just give me a second, okay? So how you doing, George?
Good.
So for you to know, we're live. YouTube, Facebook, X. Do you know any of those or no? Maybe TikTok. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So how it's been so far? What do you think?
It's been good. I like the culture and everything
Okay.
and the practice.
Okay, and the practices. What's been your favorite thing so far?
Probably all the traveling and seeing
Okay.
everything around Mexico City.
Okay. Okay. So the city, and do you like the visit that we did to the pyramids or no?
That was really cool.
Yeah.
It was cool to see the history of the land and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. There is. I mean, some of those pyramids are like hundreds and hundreds of years built. So it's just amazing, the whole culture. And then for you, this is your second year that you come in, right? Is it any different from last year? Or
Yeah, it's like different places that we traveled, but
Okay.
I'd say the practicing has been a little bit different, but
Okay.
overall the same.
Okay, good experience. Yeah.
Really good.
How was the
experience.
training in the morning today?
It was intense, but
Okay.
it It was good.
Good. So for you to know, today in the morning we brought one of the profs, one of the coaches from here from Mexico that is very well known. Is he has discovered H. Herrera, the Hermanos Dos Santos, and many other players, and then they had a training session with them, and it was intense, but he was focusing on all the details. So, what would you tell a kid that, let's say, is part of our academy and is thinking about coming? What would you say? Is worth it to come or no?
Yeah, it's worth it to come.
Yeah.
It's a really good experience. I'd say it's worth it.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Well, thank you. Thank you. You can go back to training, so that way you can get some more touches on the ball. We thank you for sharing that with us. Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm not gonna keep them for too long because they're training, and I want to make sure they get their touches on the ball. Michael, come on in, boy. One more time, we're here live from Mexico City. We have the kids training in the background, and I have Mr. Michael Sosa with me. How you doing, Michael?
Yeah.
Good. ¿Todo bien?
Sí.
Good. That is easy prueba for Michael. Coming in, speaking the language is much easier, you know. But a lot of the kids actually here in the academy, they also speak English, so it makes it easier both way. And some of the coaches, they also speak English as well. So how it's been so far?
This has been pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty difficult, but it's fun.
Okay. What do you enjoy the most so far?
The training.
The training?
Mm.
What do you think? The morning training, afternoon training, or both, or
Both.
yeah? Okay. In the morning is pretty much our training within our academies because, of course, the kids here in Mexico, they're in school, right? And then the afternoon, now we do a full immersion. The kids coming in and train with their age group. And then I know you were here last year as well. What do you think it was different this time from last year?
Less kids.
Less kids?
Less Houston kids.
Less Houston kids, yeah. It was actually about the same number. I would say we brought about 20, also 2 kids, but we didn't bring 2 teams. We opened it to different ages. And then from how was the training session in the morning today with Coach?
It was interesting. But still very helpful. Like
interesting in which aspect? Like what? Like
the techniques they were telling us to do.
Okay.
Like the shuffling with our hands and movement with our bodies is different than we're used to.
That's good. That's good. I like that he mentioned that because today was all about details. So the training session with the coach and the prophet was all about details, the position of your body, your running technique, even from the moment that you pass the ball to the moment you receive the ball. But we broke everything down and we told the kids what do we need to do with consistency. Not only once, not twice, with consistency. And actually the kids trained for almost 2 hours today. Even as they get tired, that push of like doing it with details, it gets hard. It gets hard because you're tired already and your brain is not processing information so quickly. But the kids did very, very good. They had good feedback from Profe Arias today, so it was absolutely great. Would you do it again, do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll do everything again.
You would do everything again? That's good, that's good. And then let's say we have kids in the academy. Now you're going to go back and they're going to ask you, how was it? What would you tell them? Like if you're in doubt about coming, what would you say?
It was interesting.
Yeah?
It was an interesting experience.
Good. What about the food?
It was better.
Yeah.
Better than anything I've ever eaten.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The food is really good. Really, really good, just like Michael said. So with that said, I'm going to let Michael go. Michael, if you want to say goodbye, and then he's going to back to training. Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you so much. And then do we have Israel here now? Israel. Ven aquí. Perfect timing. Absolutely perfect timing. We have Coach Israel Gutiérrez, ¿no?
Sí.
El director de la academia de aquí de México. So, le digo, te quiero invitar hoy por un ratito, así me hablas a la gente, o vamos a hablar en español, y dejarles saber un poco de lo que la Academia Villarreal hace aquí en México. So, ¿por cuánto tiempo ha estado la academia aquí en México?
Muy bien, muchas gracias por la invitación. Pues llevamos prácticamente tres años ya establecidos aquí en la Ciudad de México. Pues creo que hemos ido dando pasos paulatinos pero firmes y con buena aceptación de los mexicanos.
Es muy diferente el sistema de Villarreal o el sistema español directamente al mexicano. ¿Hay similaridades?
En ciertas situaciones, digo, el concepto del fútbol es universal, pero sí hay un valor agregado que tiene Villarreal en su metodología, que cada quien obviamente en su entorno, con los chicos va uno adaptándolo, pero hemos llevado la metodología de Villarreal como pudiera ser, digo, ha sido un trazo a ir adaptando a estos profes a esta filosofía, no ha sido fácil, pero con buena aceptación de los profes y que lo han ido asimilando y también los alumnos obviamente.
Eso es interesante porque me pasa lo mismo en nuestra academia de Houston, donde realmente el entrenamiento de los profes, y eso es algo que hablamos mucho con Israel, inclusive la primera vez que hablé con Villarreal me dijeron que era mi objetivo. Y digo, mi objetivo es el desarrollo de los niños, pero también el desarrollo de los profes, que es más importante porque ellos son los que están trabajando con los niños. Háblame un poquito de cuántas sedes que tienes, cuántos niños, cómo es el proceso.
Muy bien. Hoy en día tenemos 6 sedes dentro de la Ciudad de México, y Estado de México. Tenemos cerca de 420, 430 alumnos. Hoy en día estamos cerrando con algunas inscripciones más. Tenemos inscripciones abiertas todo el año. Yo creo que vamos a cerrar en estos meses 450 y la opción es cerrar el año con 500 alumnos. Todo eso en 6 sucursales establecidas estratégicamente dentro de la Ciudad de México.
Okay. ¿Cómo ves el nivel de los niños una vez que vienen a la academia? ¿Te enfocas nada más en niños que tienen que tener un desarrollo ya preexistente, donde tienen que tener un nivel, o te enfocas mucho en desarrollar y en tener niños que nunca han jugado y que tienen de interés?
Pues tenemos de todo. No somos un club que solamente recibe niños que ya juegan. Muchos de los chicos que tenemos van empezando y ese es el orgullo de nuestro trabajo, ¿no? De que niños que llegan con pocas habilidades y aquí van desarrollando esas habilidades que le decimos a los papás, bueno, aquí vamos a formar a tu pequeño, no solo futbolista, sino también como el lado de la persona, ¿no? Del ser humano. Y trabajamos con cualquier tipo de niño que tenga las ganas, que tenga la intención, que tenga pues las ganas de aprender este deporte y no importa el nivel futbolístico que tengan. Ya estando aquí buscamos un poquito irlos acomodando en el nivel a la hora de las competencias, en el nivel que corresponde participar en ligas, en torneos, para no frustrarlos a un nivel muy alto si vas empezando, o el que está muy alto en un nivel muy bajo que a lo mejor no les favorece.
Sí. Bueno, te agradezco por invitarnos, te agradezco por abrir las puertas de tu casa, porque cuando venimos con, no sé, 20, 30 jugadores más, la influencia que tiene en todos los lados, cada vez que que tenemos otra gente. Sí. Me encanta que estamos en acción, eso es lo que pasa, estamos en medio de todo. Traer los niños de allá, incorporarlos, es un montón de trabajo del lugar donde quedamos, del lugar donde entrenamos. El tráfico de México City, para la gente que sepa, es un tráfico que no he visto en mi vida, ni siquiera en Argentina. Y poner todo junto, las actividades que los niños hacen. Mañana tenemos un día totalmente ocupado donde los niños van a tener la oportunidad de jugar juegos contra los niños de la academia o mezclarlos y jugar juegos entre la academia. Este es el segundo año que lo hacemos y la verdad que te agradezco de corazón por estar con nosotros y por invitarnos.
No, con mucho gusto, esta es su casa.
Sí.
Cuando quieran visitarnos, buscamos que sea, pues como Villarreal ofrece ciertos diferenciadores en la vida de estos pequeños y bueno, este intercambio, estas alianzas, bueno, es un valor agregado más, ¿no? Nosotros felices de tenerlos. Cuando quieran visitarnos, aquí tienen sus casas, la puerta abierta, nuestras instalaciones, a lo que trabajamos. Buscamos mucho con los profes trascender en la vida de estos pequeños, ¿no? De hacerlos bien, y creo que son cosas que hemos empatado como academias, trascender en la vida de estos pequeños. Aquí la misión de nuestros entrenadores, más allá de buenos entrenadores, también son formadores, ¿no? Sí. Y con eso, pues, ser parte pilar de esa formación integral de estos jóvenes y de estos niños.
Sí. Bueno, gracias Israel, y y seguimos para adelante entonces.
Sí, muchas gracias.
Un gusto. Gracias. That was Israel Gutierrez. He's the director for the academy here in Mexico City. He was talking to us about the academy in general, how do we work, how many kids they have, and then what do we do. So I'm gonna ask Coach Jennifer to bring me 2 more players. One more players to see how they're doing. As you can see, for those, if you just tune in, if you just tune in, we are in Villarreal, Ciudad de Mexico. You can see our kids and kids from the Mexico Academy training here. Jennifer, can you send me Adi and Kaylin? Yeah, or just one at a time. We want to interview 2 more players to see the experience that they're having. before we leave. We've been live for about 15 minutes. People has been in and out. You had a chance to watch later on. If you haven't watched it yet, I'm gonna put it like this so you can see the action that is happening in the back. Coach Marco, you can see Coach Marco right here in the back. He is actually training also some of the kids. So we have a full immersion. So anytime that we go to Spain or anytime that we come to Mexico, it's a full immersion. It's not like we're not doing a soccer trip, right? That we come in and we train and we do our thing or anything like that. That is advantage to be with the academies here from Villarreal is that we're family. Like Israel say, your family are welcome at any time just to come in. You let us know and then we can connect you. If you are in any other place in the United States and you say, hey, I like to go to Mexico, reach out to Israel from Villarreal, Ciudad de Mexico. If you're moving into Ciudad de Mexico and you're looking for a soccer club, it's just there is many clubs in here. But if you're looking for a family club, like he was saying, with a good level, come over here, Ari. A family club with a good level that focus not only in the development of kids for soccer, but also has people as well. I definitely recommend the Ciudad de Mexico Villarreal Academy. So I have this young lady right here with me. What's your name?
Addison.
Addison. Who do you play for?
I play for Villarreal Houston Academy.
Okay. What team do you play for?
I play for the U12 girls team.
The U12 girls. And Addie is 2013, so she plays 1 year up. Okay. A very technical player, a very fun player to watch when she plays. And she said, Mom, I want to go to Mexico City. And then Mom and Dad decided to come in and just actually come for the first time. You've never been to Mexico, right? First time?
No.
Okay, so what do you think? Tell me.
It's very different. Like the culture is very different from Houston, but it's also very fun. They have a different culture from us. It's very interesting to learn about the culture.
Very unique.
Yes.
Do you enjoy going to the pyramids?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Was it like it surprised you how big they are or no?
Yes.
Yes. Good. And then you've been training in the morning, you've been training in the afternoon. What do you like the most about the trip so far?
I definitely about the trips is probably the scrimmages.
The scrimmages, okay.
And the tours are really fun as well.
The tours are very fun, yeah. So we went all eat together. It was like 50 of us in a restaurant. So imagine the chaos of like ordering food and all that. It's been a lot of fun. So how was the training today in the morning?
The training was really intense, but it was really good.
Yeah. So like I said, we have one of the top coaches, very well known in Mexico City, Abraham Arias. He discovered some talented players like H. Herrera, like the Dos Santos brothers, and many other players that play for the Mexican team. They came in and they trained with us. Actually, he conducted the training sessions, and it was all about details today, right? The technical details, the position of your arms, the position of your hand, everything. So we worked out for about 2 hours, and it was a great session. Would you come back?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. What do you think that you would like to learn before you leave now? What is your goal before you leave? If you have a goal.
I'm not
no.
sure.
What do you want to take with you? Say, I went to Mexico, I got this.
The skill set.
The skill set, your technique. Even just come back as a very good technical player. That's good. That's a good goal to have. So I'm going to let Ari go so she can continue her training. Thank you, Ari. Thank you for sharing all the information and have fun out there, okay? That's good. And I have another friend coming in, Kaylin, this way. Another young player, another of the ladies is here. How you doing, Kaylin?
Good.
You done this in the past? No, it's the first time. No, first time, next time. Because we were I think it was in December, right? That we went to the state championship and then we interviewed some of the girls that went in there. We had like 4 or 5 girls that we interviewed, but Kaylin was one of them. State champ from Houston, Texas, Kaylin. And then first time in Mexico? Or no?
Training with Villarreal, yes.
But yes.
I've been to Mexico before.
Have you been to Mexico City before or no?
No.
So first time in the city. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then what do you think about it?
I really like it. I like meeting new friends and
learning some
Okay.
more Spanish and
That's good.
training. And
Good. Will you practice your Spanish out there or no?
yeah.
Trying, yeah.
Uh-huh.
What new word do you learn? What do you learn? Or what words do you use?
Hola.
Hola. Very friendly. That's very Caitlin, like very friendly. So, how was the tour? Do you like going to the pyramids or no?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun.
Okay. What was interested about? What do you think?
The history and like the paintings and
Yeah.
what the students found and like the research and
Yeah.
stuff.
There is a lot of research going on in there. That's great, and which is interesting. The pyramids now you don't see the colors, right? But they used to be all colorful. So I can even imagine just seeing all those big pyramids with colorful, and they still have areas where you can see the paintings that they did and all that. Know that this happened hundreds and hundreds of years past, right? It's something that we made time to make sure the kids have that cultural portion, in addition to the soccer as well. What was your favorite part so far?
Training and
Okay.
meeting new friends.
Okay.
And eating dinner.
That's Coach Caesar right there. It's all about the food. You gotta get good food. It's Mexico City, one of the best places in the world. I visited so many places, but I think the best food so far it is in here. The flavor of the food is just amazing. Making friends, like I said, we don't come on ourselves and we do a soccer tour. It's a full immersion. We just took her out. She's training with the boys, and it's like half kids from our academy in Villarreal and half kids of the academy from Mexico. So they are all trying to share, speak a new language, learning new words and all that, which is absolutely great. Would you do it again?
Yes.
Yeah. What would you tell? Let's say you go back to the girls now, to the other champs, and they said, "How was Mexico City? I don't know if I'm going. Were you scared? Was it dangerous or anything like that?" What would you say?
I'd say it was really fun. I
Yeah.
wish they were there. But I feel like if they went next year, they would learn a lot more and get really good at soccer.
That's true. That's true. That's great. So share that with them, please, and then we thank you. I'm not going to take any more time. I know you're training. Go back. Thank you for sharing that with us. Okay. Thank you, Kaylin.
you.
Thank you. That's great. And then before we go, I wanna invite my other half coming in. She doesn't like the cam. Before we go,
in front of the camera. Hello, everyone.
Jennifer right here too. She's next to me. So we talk a lot about and in Israel as well about the how important it is the life skills and the cultural side and all that. I'm more like the soccer guy. We need to do this, and this. And Jennifer is the planner. Jennifer is the planner. We need to do these activities and those. And we're all looking to, because this is the second year that we do it. What do we do different, right? So, what do you think? How do we plan on this? How do you come up with the ideas of the cultural sites that the kids should visit and all that?
I think there's one, we want to be able to appreciate the country that we're actually visiting. There's a ton of culture here, obviously, in Mexico, and this is sort of the heart of the country. I mean, obviously, it's the capital. I kind of look at it as if we went to Washington, D.C. and never saw the White House, or we never looked at, the Lincoln Memorial, it would just be like, well, did you even see Washington, D.C., And so I think when we're planning out the cultural trips, the things that, I think will introduce and help appreciate the country that we're visiting, that's really the key to why, the places that we choose and why we do it.
Yeah, we don't decide. Okay, well, let's do a soccer tour and then let's go there, and then let's see what happens, or just like let's go and take them to see a stadium or anything like that. There is a lot of work, like Jennifer said. Like we go like how this trip can change the perception of the kids or add value to what they know, right?
I think it broadens their world.
Correct.
It opens their eyes to different perspectives.
Yeah.
I feel like kids who travel, kids that are, that learn and are immersed into other cultures have more of an appreciation for just the world at large. I think, you have your one world that, for a lot of us is a number, or just Texas. But then once you expand that, you start realizing just how big this world is and how you can appreciate just the different cultures, the different people. You can love so many different things, and there's so many things to see. So I think it just broadens their horizon and their worlds to just come out and see this. And plus, I mean, the world of soccer broadens their perspective of soccer, because, it's one thing to play soccer in the States, and you can be playing at the
Highest level.
Of soccer in the States, but you come over here to Mexico, and it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
pun intended, but it's a completely different ball game. And the students that go to Spain with us also, that's a whole completely different world as well. Even after Mexico. So I think it broadens their own personal world, but then when they're also looking about, okay, I'm good here in my humble hemisphere,
My bubble,
right?
yeah.
My humble bubble.
Yeah.
But then they come out of it, and it's like, oh wait, I got quite a bit more work to do. I got to put more time in. I have to put more work in. And so I think it's good. I think it's fantastic for them, the experience. So,
Yeah, and I think the main advantage, I think, because there is many clubs. I mean, now, especially looking at Houston, everybody's doing trips, right? You have the opportunity now. I think the various of the world are becoming like smaller and smaller, and then you can go to England, you can go to Spain, you can go here and there, right? I think what strikes me the most about Villarreal when we talk about family, it is a family. So our kids have gone to Spain. When I mean our kids in the club. No, our kids have gone to Spain and play with the kids in Spain, and you see the development that goes behind that matches what Villarreal is trying to achieve, right? With the other academies, international academies. Then we come here to Mexico and we see the same thing. We can get those kids playing together, and we see all the different portions playing the same. It's kind of like an orchestra, right? It's just everybody's playing their part individually, but we're a part of something bigger. So when you come here, you're really family. For everybody's wearing the same logo, everybody's wearing the same jerseys, and then we have the same development with all the coaches and all that. So that is super important for us. When we came to Mexico, we came several times to meet with Israel and his wife, and their vision match our vision in Houston. Is that development of soccer, of the coaches, but also the life skills that are so key and so important. But with that said, if you ever want to check out, just go to villarrealhouston.com, and then if you want to be part of a soccer academy that really takes step by step the development of the players and is going to know the players and love them, is just join us. Just join us. That's the only thing I want to say. You want to hear somebody trying to sell food? We're in the middle of Mexico City.
About to go get some snacks.
Yeah, there is some snacks like
That's
raspados.
what's amazing about Mexico
Yeah,
City.
yeah.
There's
Food is really good. So we let you guys go. Thank you. It's been almost half an hour that we have done. We'll see if we come back and we do this again. And then we'll see you guys soon.